Hello. Oh God, that sounded really hello. Ugh. There's so many different ways of saying hello, isn't there? Hello and welcome to Story Time. I suppose that's the best way to put it. I mentioned in a comment from a person, thank you very much for watching too. I do appreciate the comments. I was asked about which bands and stuff like that I'd seen live of the records that I go through. And of course my first one was Paul McCartney. So I nearly went full McCartney. Oh God, that'll get the conspiracy theorists up and running. That's what they refer to as Billy Shears as Fall. Anyway, I won't go into any of that. But anyway, Paul McCartney was one that I saw. He played here in 1993. I went with Mum actually, and it was a case of where, because I'd been to other concerts before with some of the others that I've done videos for. I've seen Elton John, I've seen Cliff Richard, and people like that. But Paul McCartney, I was going to go anyway, but Mum wanted to go. She wanted to see a Beatle. And there wasn't much chance of her seeing any of the others, I suppose. But Paul was her favourite, and so she wanted to see Paul. And I'm thinking, oh God, is she just going to get there and go, ah! Which would have been interesting. But anyway, that would have been interesting. So anyway, she badgered my stepdad into getting the tickets, because I think I could afford one ticket for me, but I couldn't, obviously. I can't remember how that went. But she badgered my stepdad into buying the tickets, and I was in my bedroom, and all I could hear was, "You're paying for Robert and me to see Paul McCartney, aren't you? No. You're paying for Robert and me to see Paul McCartney, aren't you? No." And it just, and in the end, oh, all right. So head pops into my bedroom, and he was like, "How much are the tickets?" And I went, "Oh, $104. $104? I said, "Not each, it's $52 each." Oh, I think because it broke the $100 barrier. And even then I forgot about the booking fee. I had to pay for that. But anyway, we got to Adelaide Oval, which was where the concert was held. And there was this massive great lineup, and we didn't actually know whereabouts the lineup started. And there was this gap in the line, and Mum and I just thought that was where it started, so we just plonked ourselves there. A couple of people were kind of, "Oh, excuse me, can you please get to the end of the line?" And we were sort of, "Well, where's that?" And they pointed down, and it just stretched like, oh my God. But fortunately, the people around us went, "Oh no," they could see that we weren't being silly, so they were like, "Oh no, let them go." So we got in there, and we got our seat, and Mum was all kind of, "I'm seeing Paul McCartney," and I'm like, "Yes, I'm seeing Paul McCartney." But the concert was fantastic. But there was one moment that I always remember was, and if you've ever seen footage of Paul McCartney live when he does "Live and Let Die," you know how it goes, "Live and let die." And so we're sitting there, and it goes into the thing, and so "Live and let die," and the stage went, and the next thing I hear is, "Ah! Paul! Oh my God! He's killed himself!" Ah! As a Mum. And she could see by that stage that it had all cleared up. She was basically hyperventilating, and I'm kind of trying hard not to laugh actually. So anyway, when we talked about it afterwards, and when we spoke to people, she would always say, "It's like, I thought he," and the first time she said it, she's like, I thought he killed himself." And I knew he was going to do that." "You knew? And you didn't tell me?" "Well, I didn't know you were going to react like that." And ever since then, she couldn't listen to the song. "Oh, Mum, I've got this wonderful ditty for you. When you were young," turn it off. And so there we go. But it actually wound up being a really nice memory of Mum too. I think in later years she kind of was a bit, but did kind of accept the fact that I did take the mickey. So there we go. That's sort of like my main story time when it comes to when I saw Paul McCartney live. He has come to, but I haven't seen it because it gets to the point with some of those bands like the Rolling Stones and Paul McCartney. I don't have the money to cover some of those tickets, certainly some of the decent ones. With some of those, because I lived nearby, I could just hop outside, grab a chair, and kind of still listen to the audio. Anyway, I just thought I would drop this one in and just part the hair. One of the things I did remember when regaling you with the thing about the Paul McCartney concert was there was like a special thing that you could purchase where it was it's like a meet and greet or a kind of special front row ticket and stuff like this, and you could see the sound check. I can't quite remember, but there was this U-Butte thing that I think, if memory serves, was like $500. It was a pretty penny, but certainly in 1993. He got such flack because apparently all he did was wander on stage. It was for the Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts, or LIPA for short. And he cops so much flack because apparently he walks on stage and there's these people that had paid a fair bit of money to kind of look up and crick their necks and sort of look into the light and just... and apparently he just, hello LIPA people, and that apparently was it. That you paid something like $500 for 4 words, so it was more than $100, $125 a word. So, well, I suppose you can honestly say Paul spoke to me. It's 4 more words than you would get. But anyway, I just thought I'd drop that in, so I'm going to drop that out now. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that attempt at me trying to regale you with with one of those stories, or whatever I could call them, ramblings maybe. And if you did enjoy that, I'm sure there's others I can dig up. Sort of other concerts that I'd been to. There's been some interesting ones. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please do the likes and subscribes and all that sort of thing, because I like waving my hands around to ask people for that. One of these days, I'm going to smack. Well, I have hit myself in the eye once. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please take care of yourself, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Ciao!